we have created the migration part in our last video completed here. Okay, we have created the migration part successfully. Now let's go to the controller section. So first you have to create a controller which is a first hotel controller. So we have to how to create the controller, you have to type the command. Okay, we have to create the controller, you have to type the php artisan make controller hotel controller. So how to create the controller? So you have to just go to the Google and type here, go to the documentation. Here they have explained how to create the control. So if you want to find it, so you have to just type on the Google create a controller in Laravel. You can get it this here, this link. You have to go to over here, you can find out the controller. This is how we have created the controller based on the Laravel documentation, based on the version of Laravel 11. Okay, Laravel based on the Laravel version of Laravel 11. This is how we have created the controller php artisan make controller. This is the control which is user control. This same thing you just copy and paste on it over here. Okay, the simple stuff. You have to just press it on your keyboard. You wait until the controller has been created. Okay, so we have to wait until the controller has been created. So after that, what I'm going to do is after controller has been created, so we have to create the viewpoint. Okay, so we have to create the a controller has been created. Here this is a hotel controller. So hotel controller, first you have to create the hotel controller. So we have created the here the hotel controller has been created. Here okay, hotel controller has been created. So the hotel controller you can have if you create the hotel controller, you have to go to the app controller. Inside the app controller HTTP controller, inside the controllers folder there is a file which name is hotel controller. You will be able to see this is the hotel controller. Okay, so we have a class, it's extend the controller class. It's extend the control class. It's this controller card, it's extended by hotel controller. So now here first what you are going to do is you have to get the data from the model. Okay, so model. So first you have to create the models. Okay, the model. So first you have to create the model which is a PHP. So if you don't know how to create the models, simple, create a model in Laravel. Okay, create a model in Laravel. Click on this. Here there is a command. So here this is how we have create the model. PHP artisan model which name. Okay, so here this is default we have created as flight. We have to create this model which is a hotel. Okay, the hotel model has been created. Model, this is how we have a model which is a part where communicate with the database and this where communicate with the database and so communicate with the database and fetch the data into the database. So we have to get the data, all things are done by this model. So model, what you are going to do is you simply get the what are the columns available in the database. You have to get all the data like this. Simply you have to get it and you have to paste on it over here simply. Okay, now we have to what are the columns are available. So we have to I'll give you this schema. So a model, you can go to here some model, here's some model. So the model table name, the primary key. Okay, so everything is there, you can see here. So how they work with the model. Okay, so here simply I'm going to go to my one, just pick up this one, come to here. I'll be okay. So first code what you're going to write it here, protected table which is a hotels, which is a hotels table, primary key which is ID, which is a primary key. What are the columns? Name, image and description and status. These are the columns. Okay, image, description, status and status. There are 4 columns. Okay, so these are we have created the model. Okay, first you have to define the table name which is a hotel. Second one is the primary key of the table. Okay, hotel table which is primary key of ID. After the rest of the columns, what are the except the ID, the rest of the column, the name, image, description, which is the rest of the columns. You have to add the column one by name, column name. Okay, name, image, description, and status. These are the names. Okay, this is how we have add the columns. Okay, so we have the use factory. This one also there. That's it. The simple things to we have to create the model. This model is a part where I communicate with the database and get the data from fetch the data and passing to the controller. So here the same thing. What is the model? What is the migration file you have created? This all the columns we have to put it over here. Name, image. So if you are confused, you can write like this. Some other tutorial you have to explain for the easy purpose, you have to write like this. Okay, so simple. Now you can easily understand. These are the columns available in your database table. Name, image, description, status. This is hotel ID. Okay, this is a column. So now what you're going to do is this all are completed. So you have to save all. Let's go to the hotel controller. Now let's have the path where your model is resided. Okay, where your model is resided, you have to give the path. Okay, so what my model is resided. The model is resided inside the app folder. Models. Inside the app folder, there is a folder which is a model folder. There is a hotel. You have to give the path correctly. That's how you have to do it. Okay. After that, what you are going to do is you have to do another thing is you have to create the another thing is this one. You have to create the variable hotel. Okay. So now we have to create the simple constructor. You have to construct your function construct. You have to create the function. Okay, so here this hotel equal new hotel mean this path. This is the path of the hotel. This is a path. Okay, this is the model path where you are communicate with the database to retrieve the data and send the data and retrieve the data, update all the credit application maintained by this database schema. Okay, so here you have to create this is a path where your data is retrieving and adding everything. Okay, so you have to create the object hotel. You have to create it. Okay, this is how we have create the object. Okay, so we have to create the construct. Okay, so this all the model object should be you have to maintain with this hotel. That's the thing you have to do it. Okay, this is how we have to do it. Okay, I hope you can understand so far well. This is how we have to do the things. Simple. Okay, so the first we have a method called index method. We have a index method, public function, which is an index method. Index method which we have retrieving the data from the database. So database, so how to retrieve the data? When you call the index method, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the data from the database. So the database path we have to load into this object. So this object, this hotel all mean get all the data and we are passing to the response like this. You have to get the response like this. Response hotels. Okay, this response I'm going to passing to my hotel index page. Hotels index page. This page I haven't created yet. We have to create it in my next tutorial. Okay, so the view part. Okay, this all the things are with the view part. Okay, now we have understand. Now in this tutorial you have understand how to create the model. After that we have created the controller. After create the controller, we have to link it to the model path. After that, we have to create the constructor. We have to inside the constructor we have to give this model path. We have to create the object. This object there is a all function. Okay, so that we assign to here the hotels as a response. You have to pass in the response over here. Okay, so this all the data from the getting all the hotels data. So you have to redirect to the hotel page. Okay, we have to get all the information about the hotels from the database and we are passing the index page. Okay, this is how we have did it. Okay, so I hope you guys you understood the things well. I'll see in my next lecture in time.